What's going on, everybody? Sigourney Jackson here with another episode of Hoop Politics. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell to stay up to date on everything that is Hoop Politics. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure that y'all comment below and y'all let me know what y'all like, what y'all dislike, what you want to hear more about, and just give me as much feedback as possible. I'm always open to it. It's always appreciated. We are back with another highlight breakdown. It's been a while since we've done this. The last one we did was Hunter Dickinson, who recently just won Player of the Year for the conference, the WCAC, one of the top high school conferences in the country, one of the top high school players in the country. Congrats to you, Hunter. If you haven't already, make sure that y'all go and check that one out. I'll link it somewhere up top. And we're going to go ahead and jump into the next one. This next player is a Juco point guard, one of the top hot commodities in the Juco realm right now, Ellis, who is a 6'3", class of 2021 guard, who is currently averaging 14 points a game, shooting 52% from the field and 46% from the three-point line, with 4 assists and almost 2 steals a game. I'm really looking forward to doing this one because I personally have went to Juco as well. Looking at the background of Ellis, I'm actually very familiar with a lot of the places that he's played at. Quality Education, played them. Mount Zion, played them. Bull City Classic, all that kind of stuff. So I'm very, very familiar with it. I played both of those teams when I was in prep school. And he comes from a great background of high-level basketball, being in the North Carolina area. And for him to go to a Florida Juco, which I've talked about many times in past videos, being one of the top Juco conferences in the country, it has propelled him into the state that he's in now, where he is getting a lot of offers, a lot of recruitment from the likes of UConn, Louisville, North Carolina State, Arizona State, among a whole lot more, and he's going to continue to get that. But we're going to break down his film right now. We're going to look at what are the things that he does best and what are some of the things that he has to work on in order to take his game to the next level, and so that he can dominate at the high major Division I level and put himself in a better position to be able to play at the NBA level. A really quick disclaimer before I start this video. Let me make sure I am very clear. We are only looking at highlights. So sometimes you see some things in highlights and you could give them a critique, and it's something that they normally do, but I can only go off of the highlights of what it is that I am currently seeing. So El, if you're watching this right now and I say something that you may disagree with, I'm perfectly fine with that. You can always reach out to me. We've already talked before, and let me know just what you think. For any other players who are looking to get their highlight tapes broken down, whether you're a girl, whether you're a guy, whether you're high school, junior college, four-year college, whatever it is, make sure that y'all follow the Instagram and the Twitter at hoop_politics, and just shoot me a DM, man. I'm open to helping as much as possible and trying to make sure that basketball is continuing to be played at a high level. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Steal. Hey, yo! Yo, you gotta, relax. Relax, alright? Okay, come here. Sidestep catch. Okay. Cash. Punch that. Hey. Pretty athletic. Good finish in transition. Catch and shoot. Well, in the first couple of plays, it's already clear to see that you're already a great shooter. Okay, so that's opening up a lot of your game. You're pretty much one of two things for the most part. You're either shooting the three or getting to the rim, and it's open, and your shot opens up the rest of your game. So I can already tell right now that you are definitely shooting 46% for the three-point line. Definitely a high-level shooter. You're looking really good right now, actually. Cash again. Good finish. And you got a little bit of attitude, like you be talking trash for real, and I like that. I always love when somebody talk trash. Euro, excuse me, bucket, and one. Don't touch me, and one. Catch and shoot. That's what I want to see right there. Okay, so you do have the mid-range pull-up. You got some tough finishes. You really do. You got some really tough finishes, man. Up and under. You finish well through contact. Very well. Okay. Spin move. Lay. catch and shoot, cash. Cash. I mean, this is basically a shooting exhibition right now. Like, I'm watching nothing but pretty much just a whole bunch of threes getting rained on. I mean, people getting shot out of the gym right now. And he's getting to the rim at will and finishing, you know, oh, off the right foot with the right scoop, up and up. Okay, get freaky real quick. Mellow it in. I really like your jump shot. The fact that you have cash, you got good lift on your jump shot. It's not too much. You don't shoot with a whole bunch of legs. Because you have a high release, that will translate to the next level, being pro. Because if you ever notice, a lot of the players who actually have a lot of legs on their jump shot, they tend to make it harder for themselves to transition from college to the NBA. Perfect example of that is JJ Redick, great shooter in college. Once you got to that NBA line, having to use your legs, you have to get stronger. It's a lot harder opposed to somebody who has a natural high release and doesn't really use too much legs on the jump shot. It's more of an easy transition. So looking at that, you'll already make a good transition in that direction if you end up going to the NBA.
You got a quick first step as well. Very quick first step. Alright, we know you can shoot. We know you can shoot threes. Cash. You know what I'm trying to figure out is how is that you shot this many threes in a highlight tape? And at no point did no teams during the season say, we need to stop him from shooting threes. Lay. Cash. Okay, and one. Go. Okay, behind the back. Change directions up another leg. Cash. Oh, foul me too.
Cash. Whoever Santa Fe College is getting done up right now. Coach mad. Coach mad. He pulled somebody off the bench hard. Sheesh, he mad. Yo, if anybody watches this plays for Santa Fe College, let me just go ahead and say it now. Y'all need to turn this off, because y'all getting done up. Y'all really getting done up so crazy right now. He got y'all out here swatting at the air, swatting at stuff that's not even there. Lay. Y'all fouling. Get off me. And one. Move, little man. And, hey, yo. Yo, you flexing too. You really flexing on him. Cash. Sheesh. Okay. Bro, I'm tired of getting Santa Fe get scored on. I'm tired of seeing Santa Fe get scored on. Got some attitude. Man, listen. Cup, lay. Way to put your body in front of them. Get an easy lay. And you talking your stuff again. I like it. Work off the pick and roll. He came down. Cash. Euro. Excuse me. Bro, you got these dudes swatting that air, bro. Euro. Yo, how much did you have on Santa Fe? How much did you have on Santa Fe, yo? Sheesh. Okay, okay. Good pull up. First of all, I want to make sure I say that you look great. All right, great basketball player. You're clearly a high major Division I talent. And you're going to be playing basketball for a long time to come. With that being said, there are some critiques that I do have. And these are only based upon what I saw in the highlight tape. They could be false because some of the stuff that I'm going to say you could in fact do, but I just didn't see it, so I'm saying what I saw. The first thing that I would have to ask is, what is your real position? Because I've looked up some places and it says that you are a point guard. Then I've looked up other places where it says you're a guard. So my question is, what is your real position? Because I watched the entire highlight tape of you just scoring the basketball. And clearly you can do that at a high level. Nobody's questioning any of that. And you have point guard size, but you're doing a lot of two guard-esque type of things. So I asked that because at the next level, you're going to have to probably pick a side. And to me, it would be much better for you to be a point guard than a 2, because you're not very big at the 2 guard position, and that's going to hurt your draft stock when you're looking to make the next jump into the NBA. If you decide to go the route of not being a point guard, then you would have to just be an absolute bucket. You would have to be a Miles Powell. You would have to be a Jimmer Fredette and people like that. You would have to go into college and be averaging 30. To where you're putting up such high numbers to where people are looking at it and saying, well, you're a bucket, so we're going to take you and we'll figure it out from there. But in order to make an easier transition for yourself, I believe that the point guard position would be better off for you in the long run. If you actually are a point guard, then my bad. But if you are a point guard, then it's good to try to show more of you working off of the pick and roll. I see you playing off the ball a lot, so I'm willing to say that you're not playing that much point guard. But at the next level, playing the point guard position, you have to start working more off the pick and roll. You have to start being able to create more for other people. I know you have 4 assists, but there's a difference in assists as far as just passing the ball for somebody with a shot and actually creating opportunities for somebody to get easier buckets. That's the difference between a Chris Paul and maybe a Russell Westbrook, who is just making the quick pass for a wide open jump shot or throwing the alley-oop. Are you really setting your players up to be able to score easier and make the game simpler for them? The next thing that I would say is I saw a lot of 2 different things in your highlight tape. I saw you either hitting a 3 or I saw you getting to the rim. And while you do both of them at a high level, in order to take your game to the next level, you're going to have to start working more on the mid-range game. Yes, you were able to hit a few mid-ranges that we did see in the highlight, but it wasn't something that was done a lot. And I'm speaking from the perspective of what will happen for you at the next level. You can continue to dominate right now where you're at, doing exactly what you've done, because you've already shown it within your freshman year. So I know you can do it again for a second year if you really wanted to. But right now is the time to start perfecting your game for the next level. And at the next level, you're going to have to show more of a mid-range game in order for you to do what it is that you do and score at the high volume that you do, because you're not going to have the opportunity to necessarily get to the rim at will like you have been doing in the past. You have a quick first step, you're able to explode and get to the rim really fast and really hard, but at the next level, you're going to be running into the footers. You're going to be running into those 7-footers, those 6'10s, those 6'11s who are going to be built like action figures. And in order for you to preserve your body and your career, you're going to have to know when and when not to go in there amongst the trees. So in order for you to make that transition and preserve your body, that's where the mid-range game is going to have to come in. That's where you're going to have to start working on a lot more floaters, because you're able to get past your man easily. You're no longer worried about the guy that's in front of you. Your game is who's the second person in front of you. When you get past that first person, you have to know where the defense is coming from and know where your shots are going to come from when that second person comes up. You don't want to get into a situation where you're going to be going deep in there in the trees, because you're not 6'6", freak athlete with a 40-inch vertical. You look like you're a good 6'2.5 to 6'3 with long arms and a quick first step, and you're very, very crafty. And that will work dividends for you in the future, but what you have to do is make sure that you get your game more well-rounded. That mid-range game is going to take you to the next level. The next thing that I have to say is you have to build your body more. You have a very, very good frame as is. You're 6'3", you got plenty of length. And that's go for you. But you're gonna have to put on some more weight, because you do have a thin frail. And at the next level, you're gonna be playing with a lot more physical players, especially if you decide, or if a coach decides to put you at the 2-guard position, where you'll be getting guarded by a lot bigger and stronger and athletic players, which is why it's best for you to probably go into that point guard role. At the point guard role, you can be the bullier. You can be the enforcer, but even then you're going to run into a lot more stronger physical point guards as well, because you're going to play high major Division I basketball. So prepare yourself coming into this next year on your body, your physicality, the way that you play the game, and seeing the game in reverse. A quick tip that maybe you know, I'm not sure, but it goes without saying, and that is, in order for you to be an elite level scorer, you have to learn to see the game in reverse. you have to learn to see the game in reverse. And the way you see the game in reverse is studying defenses. When you understand the defensive principles of a team, you can manipulate the game to get whatever you want at a high level. Prime example, if you have a team that's saying they're not going to allow you to get down the baseline, they want to force you into the middle. You know that when you blow by your man going to the right side, the help is not going to come from the big, it's going to come from the help side defense of that next wing or the next guy over. So you know that when you get in there, they're looking to crowd you. So what you need to be looking at is once you get past that first guy, then that mid-range pull-up on the right side is where that shot is going to come from. Not sure if that makes sense. I'll probably do a video about that in the future, but you have to reverse engineer the game. You have to look at it from the defense perspective, and by looking at what they do on the defense, it will open up your offense. You will be able to think the game, and you'll be able to do a lot more than what you're already capable of doing, and you'll do it with less energy. And that's really it. You already are really a polished basketball player. You're ultra skilled, which I like because I hate watching basketball players who are just all athleticism and all size, because those guys really don't pan out well when they start getting to higher levels where they're going to be forced to play basketball. You have a great shot mechanics, you're quick, you're fast, you're athletic, you're great in transition, you're crafty with your finishes. The main things that you're going to have to work on is showing more point guard capabilities, because at the next level you'll bode well if you are playing the point guard position. You have to work more on the mid-range game and just becoming a more all-around scorer, being a 3-level scorer, because one side of your game is going to begin to get cut off as you go to those higher levels, and that's going to be you getting to the rim. So you need to start working now on that mid-range game, your floater and all those kind of things. And the last thing is to continue to work on your physique, to continue to build your body and put on pounds, and so that you can take the punishment that is going to be coming your way at the next level of basketball. I could say that you probably could stand to put on at least maybe about a good 10 pounds coming into your next season. And if you could do that, you're going to make the transition from Juco to high level Division 1 a whole lot easier for you, so you can make a more immediate impact than I already expect you to do. And that's really all I got. Like I said, you're a great player, Ellis. You're going in the right direction. You have the right game for today's level of basketball. You just got to work on the little things, man. And as you do that, you're going to be solid. So that's all I really got. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and all that kind of good stuff. If you are interested in me breaking down your game, then make sure y'all comment below. Send me DMs on Instagram and Twitter, hoop_politics. Send me a link. Give me some background information on you. I love doing this, and I just want to help as much as possible. And actually, it would be better to send more game footage. Highlights are cool, but game footage is easier for me to really break down your game, because I can look at times where you miss, I can look at times where you turn the ball over, I can look at the shots you make, how you're scoring the ball, and it's easier for me to really get a real good glimpse of how your game is and what you can really do to perfect yourself. The little bit that I was able to give for Ellis is based on just a highlight tape, which is going to be nothing but the good things of his game. But even in that, you can still see some of the things that you gotta work on. So that's all I got. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Make sure y'all stay safe. Make sure that y'all are washing your hands, you're cleaning yourselves up, and you're spending time with your family. And let's just try to do whatever we can to try to make sure that we get out of this coronavirus, all right? God's always in control. Peace.